Good morning. Today I'm going to be introducing some new key terms to you, and we're going to read a selection, and we're going to talk about something called caring for others or empathy. Let's start out by this scenario, because this is something I really have to tell you guys. One day I was walking towards school, and I was carrying 32 bottles of water in a package, and my room was very, very far away. And it was a hot day. It was a hot summer day. One gentleman, or who I thought was a gentleman, was walking toward me. Now, while he was walking toward me, the box of water burst open. It burst open, and all the bottles rolled to the ground, and they just started rolling. There are two things that he could have done. One, he could have stopped walking and helped me pick up all of the bottles of water. Or two, he could have just kept going and let me pick them up myself and run behind all of them that were rolling. Guess what he did? Number two, he did not care. He kept walking, and he allowed me to go and pick up all the bottles of water on my own. And I was sweaty, I was mad, I was upset, and I was like, some people just don't have empathy. They're not showing empathy. He didn't care. So that's the word we want to talk about today, caring for others or empathy. And that's the topic that we'll be talking about this morning, is caring for others. I have a few key terms, because today we're going to read The Homesick Penguin. That is the lesson we're reading today, The Homesick Penguin. What do you think this book is about? If you know what homesick means, and you already know what a penguin is, a homesick means what? That you miss home. Very good. So we're going to introduce some key terms to you this morning. Some of them you already know, and some of them you might not know. First key term, walrus. We know that a walrus is what? An animal with a large tusk that lives in the cold Arctic climate. Walrus. Iceberg. Iceberg is a large block of ice. Sketched. What does sketched mean? Sketch means to draw or to just pencil in some things. Collected. Collected. What does collected mean? To gather or to group things together. Another empathy word, thank. To show appreciation. That's a sign of caring. Frozen. We know what frozen means. Believe. Another empathy word, friend. And our big word for the evening or the morning, empathy. To care for others. So our selection is this. We have our key terms, but our story is The Homesick Penguin. It was written and illustrated by Ken Bowser. Penguin lived in a faraway frozen place. One day he went to visit his pal Duck. Duck lived where it was very warm. The next day, Penguin was sad, and Duck asked, "What is wrong?" I like visiting, said Penguin, but I miss my home. Duck felt sorry for his friend. He wanted to help. What can I do? Duck wondered. Suddenly, Duck had an idea. He grabbed his crayons and his paints. He collected books and magazines and lots of paper. Then he began to draw. Duck drew pictures of icebergs. That's our key word, icebergs, a large block of ice. He drew whales and walruses. That's another key word, walruses. He drew bears and birds. He sketched seals and a sea lion. He drew Penguin's home. Duck even drew pictures of some of Penguin's friends. Duck found some tape. Then he got a ladder. Duck covered every wall with his pictures. He even covered the ceiling. When he had finished, Duck called out to Penguin, "Come inside, Penguin," he said. Penguin could not believe what he saw. See, Duck drew all kinds of animals that penguins used to seeing at his home in the Arctic, the cold areas. And he put it all over the ceiling so it could feel more like home. "I hope you feel more at home now," said Duck. Penguin laughed. "I do," he said. Duck was a good friend. He made Penguin feel very happy. It made Duck very happy too. When Penguin got home, he drew his own picture to thank his friend Duck. And his picture says, his note says, "Duck, you are a good friend. Please come visit me, your friend Penguin." So this was a rather short story. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask a few questions. What was wrong with Penguin? Penguin had a problem. Penguin was homesick. He was sick of he missed home. What did Duck do to make his friend Penguin feel better? Duck drew pictures. He made him feel at home. He put all the animals that Penguin is used to seeing every day. He put them all over his house, all over the ceiling. He wanted him to feel at home. He wanted to make him comfortable. Very good. One thing we're going to do today is, I know that you have some examples of empathy, caring for others. I want to know, how have you ever had to show someone empathy? And how have you, write 3 sentences. That's our writing skills for today. Write 3 sentences where you had to care for someone, or where someone had to show you empathy, where you had to care for them. Write 3 sentences down. How you were shown empathy and how you showed someone else empathy. How you cared for someone or how someone cared for you. Thank you.